Episode 10, Woody's Walkthrough Wrap-Up. Well, if you got this far in my walkthrough videos, why stop now, right? Glutton for more punishment, I see. Okay then, hold my beer. Let's go! Observing over the dioramas are three figures I placed on a coffee table opposite the long wall. They are from Marvel Select, Watu the Watcher. From McFarlane Toys comes Conan the Barbarian. And finally, the Desert Rat from Valaverse. All three are on a coffee table books from Marvel artists John Byrne, Jack Kirby, and John Buscema. These books are called Artisan Editions, containing the original sketch drawings from these artists. It is a fascinating way to see how an artist imagines a scene before the inker, the color artists, and the dialogues are added to the comics. The bookcases in the back of the Marvel room contain the hardcover omnibuses and graphic novels. Omnibuses are redigitalized reproductions of a comic book storyline or a series of comic books. Since the Marvel Ned-Cave renovation started, I began to collect omnibuses of the old comics I read from the 70s. What began as having 9 or 10 omnibuses resulted in 4 bookcases full of them. There are over 200 omnibuses of the characters I followed containing the comics I read. My intention is to complete the omnibus collection once I have purchased the reproductions of all the comics I read from the 1960s to the 1990s. These omnibuses are a great way for a senior to reread the comics of their youth again, as the art is perfectly restored and the fonts used for the dialogue is crisper and cleaner than in my dusty old comic books. From DJ Customs Creations on eBay, I purchased various display logos and I used them as indexes throughout the library. Speaking of my old dusty comics from the 70s, I bagged and bordered my Marvel collection and stored them in long boxes kept at the bottom of the bookcase. I intend to use the omnibuses as replacements for reading those old comics. Aside from my future plans for each diorama, the room's decor is pretty close to being finished. As you've probably seen, there is little room to add anything else. Ideally, I would love to make one giant diorama in the center of the room, with all of the villains fighting all of the superheroes. But that match would be unfair, as the supervillains outnumbered the superheroes almost 2 to 1. And what would I do with 4 Silver Surfers, Thors, 3 Hulks, and way too many things from the other dioramas? That plan is only a dream that can wait for a whole different day. So far, 2024 has seen some of the biggest changes in the Marvel Ned-Cave, with more coming. The renovation project is on track, and on some days I feel like it is ahead of the schedule. The biggest challenges I have encountered are significant characters without action figure representation, along with the availability of current action figures. You see, living in Canada in one of the largest cities, one would think availability wouldn't be such an issue. Yet it is. This condition leads me to doing all of my purchasing online. Having to pay for delivery is an added expense to an already expensive hobby, so I am extremely frugal. I tend not to subject myself to fear of missing out. On YouTube, I have a collection of videos I have taken throughout the project, and these videos are set to music. I will continue with this, as the combination of music and Marvel provides me additional benefits to these hobbies. If there are any requests, please add them into the comments section. I cannot guarantee I have every music, but hopefully within my library I have what it is that's being requested. This concludes the fall of 2024 Woody Marvel Ned-Cave walkthrough. Stay tuned to my YouTube channel for more Marvel videos. Thanks for watching.